Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. I know I look very bronzy. Maybe take up a little bit. I would like to apologize in advance. There is a lot of construction going on outside my window, but I have to film today, otherwise I won't have another opportunity for like in a week's time, and that's not okay. Today we are creating an eye look using Mothership, Sublime, and Bronze Ambition. Probably one of my most favorite art out of the bunch. I just love the gold and the green. I mean, it's just stunning. If you want to check out my Subversive duo eye look, I will link that video up above and down below. The last one we'll do after is, of course, the Subliminal with the blues and that really nice deep velvet shade from the Platinum Bronze. But let me not talk so much. All videos concerning Pat McGrath will be also linked below if you want to see more reviewy stuff, more swatches, my thoughts on it. This is strictly just an eye look using these two palettes together, since they are, or the Bronze Ambition anyway, is an extension of the Sublime. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's roll into the video. That's all I hear outside. I will apply a bit of loose powder, especially here. I feel is where it gets wild, to catch any fallout that might occur. And no shade to Mother Pat, her shadows are pigmented, sparkly, like they're pigments in a pan. And I find when I powder up, it just helps eliminating any shadow getting on my face. Let's take a looky at the Sublime. I'm definitely going to use this shade, but because I already did a demo using Sublime months ago with the green shade on my lid, I might have to do something with this, or I don't know, the possibilities are endless. In terms of transition shade, I will definitely go in with throwing shade. I'm going to pop this into the crease first, use the deeper shade, which is called Dark, on my outer V, and then we'll figure out what we want to do on the lid. With my Wade number 16 in with throwing shade, I'm going to work that into the crease. I've already prepped my lid with concealer and set with loose powder for smooth blending. Make sure I saturate this very well. I'm going to build this color up. As I get closer to the outer corner, my pressure becomes lighter, and then I start to pull it out. Now with my number 4 in Dark, working that to the outer corner, right on throwing shade. I have my 16 on standby to blur out these edges, because I know I get a little crazy sometimes, because on camera you see the truth, and I always, in person, this might not look as nuts, but here in front of my light it's like, oh, I see your errors. For the most part, I love how this deep shade, dark shade, is combining with throwing shade. Shade. Like, it looks really nice and smoky in person. I think now there are several things I can do. I want to use this shade. I don't know how. I don't know. Taking my number 4 with that shade, it's called Rose Dusk. I just want to see how it looks on the inner portion of my lid. Oh, that's nice. I'm adding a little bit of the dark shade to my outer corner because I want this to be more of a point. Doesn't look like that right now, but you know, we're fixing. Let's see, I did say I wanted to apply this sucker here, and I believe this is called Bronze 005. Like most Pat McGrath shadows, especially the really glitzy, sparkly ones, I will go in now with my finger. Oh my heavens. This is definitely getting all over all over. So I knew I had to apply more powder because I mean, it's a gorgeous shade, but it's literally flecks of bronze, like mini gold leaf particles. And then we still have so many beautiful shades here. It's like you want to be able to use everything, but I don't know, man. I think I want to take this shade here with my small shader brush. I can't find my Little Wayne shader. I'm using my Smith 253 and with that copper shade from Bronze Ambition and placing it right between the dark shade and Bronze 002. Because I feel like I needed more of a transition, like the red tone that this provides, kind of making it a little more gradient. But to make sure we don't lose that intensity, I'm going back with my number 4 and I'm carefully brushing in to just create a smoother transition between the dark shade and that copper shade. I pretty much just blended it away, but that's okay. I'm just taking very light pressure here, and I'm also whisking away the particles that went too high. And then I'm going back in with that copper shade. I went a little too high with the bronze shade. It kind of went into my crease. I'm not very happy about it, but you know what? We're moving on because this is not about me. This is about using the eyeshadows, even though they're not looking, or this is not coming into fruition. What am I saying? My technique is not on point today, you guys. I'm having a day. It's okay. Maybe if I take this transformative shade, it is called VR Nectar, Virtual Reality Nectar. I just want to see what that does onto the center. Oh, okay. You know, that's a nice touch. Oh, that's such a cool shade. I forgot that it makes it like pink or nectar in this case, is that's what it's called. This eye look just went off the rails. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just know that I'm gonna move on. Definitely going in with this emerald green that has like a black base to it. Like I did with Night Creature from my Subversive tutorial, I'm going to use my pinky because I want the most impact. And I'm dragging this across my lash line. Like, we're getting messy with it. I'm taking my Little Wayne pencil brush. I'm just seeing if that's gonna help. Okay. This is just packing a little more color, kicking up the saturation closer in to the lashes. And with this other transform shade, the Astral Ghost, Astral Ghost Orchid shade, with my pinky again, or this time I'm just gonna take this and right to the center. I don't know if that's doing anything. It's adding a little bit of pink sparkle to the mix. There we go, just a little bit. I'm gonna be right back and apply wing liner. Hold on. Oh my heavens, I looked when I was doing my liner, I saw how much like shadow I have on my face from that bronze shade. It's like, holy cow. I didn't even like kick it off because we got the wings on, definitely helped pull it together. I do want to apply a liner that I have from NARS that I purchased I think last year. It's not exactly green, but it's within the same family as this Blitz Emerald shade. I'm going to add a little more Blitz Emerald to my lower lash line. To the inner corner, I think I'm going to go in with a shade from the Bronze Ambition palette. Probably going to go in with this shade here. Nice champagne-y touch to the inner corner. Now I'm finally able to hopefully brush this away successfully because I had so much freaking fallout. Not too bad. Some of it stuck to my nose, but it's not a huge deal. I'm just cleaning up underneath here. I think I'm going to do another eye look after this, so for the sake of not killing my lashes with applying mascara and then taking it off, applying it again. I'm going to put on some Lily lashes. These are in the style Diamonds. Yes. I'm gonna pop this on and I'll be right back. Alright friends, lashes are on. I put some lipstick on. My hair is still drying, but I just took out the clips so, you know, we could complete the look. I was going into emergency mode because I thought that I totally messed up my blending. The shadows were growing nuts. But in person, it looks a lot better because the camera's not catching like these flecks of sparkle and shine. I mean, it is like glitter on my lids to the nines. Happy that I put Emerald Blitz on my lower lash line because I think it just gives a nice smoky effect without using a typical black, dark brown eyeshadow. And yeah, man, I like how it turned out. It's nice to know that you can make really beautiful looks with both Mothership palettes. Today, in the case of Sublime and Bronze Ambition, I think they are phenomenal together. The quality of Pat's shadows just never ceases to amaze me in terms of the effect. This shade, it's a little messy to work with. Again, I mentioned before I had to brush off a lot of the particles. If you are, I rather have my foundation on because I could just powder the heck out of my face and brush it off. Whereas I think if you were to rely on a makeup wipe, I don't know if you'll be as successful. You'll probably have to use tape because the pigment is so, it has a lot of texture to it, even though it applies beautifully on the lid. I could have maybe carved out my lid with concealer, but again, there's just so little control when you're dealing with the shadow with that much texture, and it has a life of its own, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let it do what it wants. If it wants to spread all over my lid and get into my matte shades, fine. And adding the lashes, I made sure they weren't too intense because I still wanted the lid to be seen, because if the lash was too dark and dense, I feel like we would have just covered all the work we did. Loving Blitz Emerald on the lower lash line. We did okay. We got one more video using the Subliminal. Yes, the Subliminal duo, the mini being the Platinum Bronze. I don't know what I'm gonna take a look at it. I know that blue shade is the star of the show. Maybe, you know, we'll see. I gotta brainstorm on it. As far as eyeshadow looks and palettes go, let me know down below any ideas. It doesn't have to be Pat McGrath. It could be any other brand. If I have it, I'll try to make it happen. Let's see more Pat McGrath looks. No problem. I got them all. Let's do it. Thank you friends so much for watching. I hope this video helped. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another tutorial demo. Get ready with me or chit chat or review. Take care and I'll see you again soon.